What's poppin'? JinBop here, currently sitting with Will You Press the Button? Now this is, you guys know what this game is. I've already done it enough times. So, I get to choose. Press the button or don't press the button. I get a cool thing, but I also have to give up something in return. So the first thing is, you meet your favorite band, but they break up shortly afterward. I'm trying to think who my favorite band is right now. I don't know. You know what? I feel like I would rather they kept making music, whoever they are. I don't even know who my favorite band is. But, you know, if I liked a band, it would probably be because I like their music. Alright, this next one is, you are able to communicate with cats, but they all hate you. I mean, I'm gonna be real here, all cats already fucking hate me as it is. And we all know that cats are slowly plotting to take over the world and kill all humans anyway, so they hate all of us. But if we're able to communicate with them, we might be able to figure out what their plans are. That way we can stop the danger of the cat invasion at its source. You ever wonder why people are so loving of cats and they end up buying like 30 of them? It's because they're hypnotizing us until they get superiority in numbers. I'm gonna go ahead and say yes, so I can learn their secret plans and I can stop the cat invasion from happening. Alright, this next one is, you can access the internet using your mind, but Baby by Justin Bieber is playing the entire time used. Well, what do I mostly do on the internet? Besides porn. When I'm on the internet, I watch a lot of YouTube. And I play a lot of video games. So the question is, how okay am I with Baby playing in the background while I play video games? Which, honestly, I don't really care because I'm in the middle of a game. But how annoying would Justin Bieber's Baby be in the middle of a Game Grumps episode? I'm not so grump, and we're the Game Grumps. Yeah, I don't know. That doesn't really sound like it'd be my kind of thing. I'm gonna go and say no to that one. That doesn't sound all too pleasant. Alright, this next one is, you get a girl or a boyfriend, but you'll never have sex. I'm gonna say no, simply because I like physical intimacy, and man, everyone's gonna peg me as a pervert now. The moment sex gets involved in the video, people make all sorts of judgments about you. Alright, this next one is, you have unimaginable wealth, more than enough to provide for your entire extended family for life, but you cannot buy anything for yourself except minimal food, clothing, and shelter. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I don't see Fire Emblem in there, so I'm gonna go ahead and say that's sort of pointless. Also, my entire extended family is more than happy with the lifestyle they have now. They don't need my money, so I'm gonna go and say no, simply because I like Fire Emblem too much. Alright, this next one is, you have the ability to teleport anywhere in the blink of an eye, but anytime you teleport, you lose a year of your initial life. I don't know, I feel like it's a little too heavy of a price to pay. A whole year of your life. Alright, so flight from like America to Bali is 14 hours. And I lose an entire year of my life, 365 days, in exchange for 1 day spent flying. Well, 2 if you count the trip back. So, no, come on, in the long term, it's never worth it. Besides, knowing me, I'd probably end up teleporting myself into like a rock or something. Alright, this next one is, you no longer require food or water to survive, but food and water turn sand into your mouth, and you no longer have taste buds. I don't think I could stand that, because I love experiencing food too much. A large portion of why I'm so excited to be traveling around the world and why I like food. I like experiencing new foods. I like experiencing flavors. That's why I'm fat. So I'm gonna go ahead and say no. I want to be able to eat stuff. Well, I want to be able to enjoy eating stuff. Alright, this next one is, you can see the future, but I'll know how I and everyone else dies as soon as I meet them. Ooh. Dude, I could like charge a premium fee for this. The moment I see someone and I know how they're gonna die, I'm like, 50 bucks, you want to find out how you go? I'm gonna go and say yes, simply because knowledge is power. Even if it means knowing how I die. I'm also quite curious how I'm gonna die. I predicted being something grandiose and stupid, probably involving video games. Or something incredibly mundane, like old age. Alright, this next one is, me and my lifetime crush are suddenly naked together, but it's in public. Who is my lifetime crush? I really can't think of anyone off the top of my head that this would apply to. Man, am I just a robot? Am I just like not capable of loving anyone? But hey, you know what? Being naked in public is like all the freedom in the world. I've already mentioned this before, but I absolutely hate not like wearing pants. It sucks. And taking that freedom to the next level is just amazing. Also, being naked together doesn't really imply anything. In fact, it probably just means both of you are horribly embarrassed and scarred for the rest of your life. There's some horny bastards making some of these questions. The next one is you'll have unlimited stamina, but you can only run everywhere. Well, why the hell not? You get everywhere faster. Like, plus you don't get tired, and you can, that's instant exercise everywhere you go. And you get there faster. Why would anyone ever say no to this? In what situation do you need to be walking instead of running? Except for at the pool, or in, like, hallways and stuff. Alright, this next one is reach a complete understanding with anyone you ever meet for the rest of your life. But the first time you make physical contact with that person, you relive their worst experience in a dream. Well, the thing is, I don't think you could reach a complete understanding with someone unless you understand their worst moments as well. See, understanding someone is accepting them as a whole, both their good and their bad attributes, things that might agree or disagree with, and the painful and happy memories they might carry. Or I could just wear a hazmat suit for the rest of my life and be like that one germaphobe guy who's like, don't touch me! Both are equally valid options in my opinion, but I'm gonna say yes, simply because it sounds like a wonderful opportunity to understand everyone around you. Alright, this next one is you are now a master of your desired craft. Art, music, my sport of choice, but I can never make any money from the craft of my choice. What would the craft of my choice be? That's a hard one. I'd have to choose between music or YouTube. I think I would have to choose music, in which case I'd be perfectly happy not making any money from that, simply because, well, I just like making music, and I just like making YouTube videos, but hey, I already get paid to do this, so. I don't get paid to do music, so I'm totally okay with missing out on any money I might make from doing that. I just want to be able to, like, man, just, music's cool. People who like singing, people like playing musical instruments, you guys all know what I'm talking about, right? It's just fun. So I'm gonna go and say, yeah, I want to be good at music. Alright, this one is, you will be as rich as you want to be, but you can't choose infinite money, you can't change how much money you choose to have, inflation will rise within 5 years, many robbers will try and steal your money, I'm not allowed to protect my— What the fuck is the point of this question? You can have all the money that you want, but you're probably gonna lose it all, so is there any net effect to this? I also found there was like a survey or something. People found that I know there's a lot of these questions that ask about money, what your price is, and people always think, oh, the bigger the numbers, the better, because we all want to have that fancy, avarice, like, superfluous lifestyle. But there was a study that found that I think it was like $70,000 a year is all you need to be happy. Or happiness starts to plateau around there, simply because, well, that's the point where you don't really need to worry about taxes or expenses anymore, and you have enough money to live a comfortable lifestyle. More is not always necessarily better. I just want to say that right now. And, okay, honestly, this question is just dumb, because I feel like in the end, you don't get anything from it. I'm gonna go ahead and say no, simply because during one of the robberies, I'm probably gonna end up getting, like, stabbed or something. Alright, this one is, I can write in all known languages, but I can read in none. I don't think that's worthwhile. Reading is too important. I know people are like, oh, I don't read anymore. Truth be told, I don't really even read anymore. I haven't read a book since I was in high school. But having the capacity to read so you can understand things on the internet, or just sort of like life in general, I feel like it's way too valuable, so no. Imagine trying to go to a restaurant and trying to order something and the entire menu just being in gibberish. Oh man, that pretty much sums up my Bali trip in a nutshell. Alright, this next one is you can have an unlimited amount of soda, but you gain the weight of the amount of soda you drank. No. I know there are people out there with major soda addictions, but I don't know. I used to like it when I was a kid, but now that I've gotten older, sodas and stuff are just way too sweet for me. The only thing I really actually like drinking these days is water. I'm turning into an old man. Actually, that's not true. Water and tea. I really am turning into an old man. Okay, so this last one is you get a brand new car of your choosing, which, if you guys know anything about me, my dream car is a Jaguar F-Type Coupe. Which, I'll just put a picture of it up on screen or something. Yeah, there it is. That's the car I want. But losing my job, I feel like, is not worth it. Simply because, well, I love what I do. I'm a bit of a car enthusiast. I don't know if you guys know this. Previously, I didn't really like cars, but then I started watching a show called Top Gear, and I really got into cars. And stereotypically, like most Asians, I started getting into the concept of drifting. So I like cars, I'm fascinated by cars, and I would like to own a collection of cars, but I don't know, I just like doing videos more. Gaming and YouTube are too big of a part of my life to give up just to have a nice car, so I'm gonna say no. Besides, what if I'm already unemployed? I mean, if you don't count YouTube as like a proper job, I'm sort of unemployed. I hope you guys are enjoying spending your lives watching a jobless bum. Anyways, you guys, that was Will You Press the Button. You guys like this video, like this commentary, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. It means a lot to me, and I'd love to see you guys again in future videos. Speaking of featured videos, I got an Undertale episode coming up tonight, so if you guys want to tune in for that, it'll be at 6 p.m. PST, like it is every Friday. But until then, you guys, thanks again so much for watching. Goodbye.